Good morning, my dear children. Did you watch my class? Do you have any doubt? Last class we learned about different empires. Today we can learn about Ottoman Empire. Look in the textbook, there is one question. What is the reason for the downfall of Eastern Roman Empire? Can you say? We already finished to study that one, no? It collapsed, or the Eastern Roman Empire collapsed by the capture of by the capture of Constantinople, the capital city, by the Turk in the 15th century, or that is in 1453 CE. Then, the then leader of Turkish was Muhammad II. The Ottoman Empire was strengthened, which is because of the activities of Muhammad II. By then, many territories of Eastern Roman Empire became the part of the Ottoman Empire. It is believed that the Ottoman Empire, founded in 13th century by Usman, he was called Uthman, and it was from this that the Ottoman Empire got its name. Ottoman Empire became very strong at the time of Sulaiman. Look in the map, you can see the vast empire of Ottoman Empire during the reign of Sulaiman. He was also called as Al-Qani, the lawgiver. That means he codified the Ottoman laws and established centralized administration in the empire. During this period, many regions of Europe became part of the Ottoman Empire. Thus, the Europeans realized the military strength of Asia through the Ottoman rulers. But anyway, the Ottoman Empire disintegrated after the First World War. Okay, do you understood? Then, now we can learn about the Mongol Empire. Then, look in the map. We can see the Mongolia is the region between Russia and China. Then, it is a region characterized by vast meadows, deserts and mountains. What is the main characteristics of this region? Vast meadows, deserts and mountains. This region the main feature of this region is this region experiences extreme cold in winter and extreme hot in summer. Then the another feature of the Mongols were they were nomads. Nomads means what? Wandering people. Nomads, wandering from one place to another place. Then they always roamed. Roamed means they always roamed around on horses. Then in that time, a strong man named Genghis Khan, he unified the nomads. Unified the nomads means അലിഞ്ഞത് നടന്നിരുന്ന ഈ നൊമാഡ്സിനെ എല്ലാം എന്ത് ചെയ്തു? മംഗോളിയൻ നൊമാഡ്സിനെ എല്ലാം അദ്ദേഹം എന്ത് ചെയ്തു? ഒരുമിച്ച് ചേർത്തു. And he founded an empire. It was known as Mongolian Empire. Then, who founded Mongolian Empire? ആരായിരുന്നു? Genghis Khan അല്ലേ? Genghis Khan founded Mongolian Empire. Then, now we can find out the features of Mongolian army. ചിത്രപുസ്തകത്തിൽ Genghis Khanന്റെ ഒരു ചിത്രം തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. വലിയ കുതിരയുടെ പുറത്ത് പോകുന്ന ചിത്രം അല്ലേ? Then, the same characteristic feature of Mongolian army was its strong cavalry. കുതിരപ്പടയായിരുന്നു അവരുടെ ഏറ്റവും വലിയ പ്രത്യേകത. cavalry means കുതിര. കുതിര പട്ടാളം അല്ലേ? ഹോഴ്സ്മാൻ. means troop of horsemen. Then second feature was that then feature or the main attraction of the army was the small cannons which could be used while sitting on a horseback. The cannons എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ the great gun അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പീരങ്കി which could be used while sitting in a horseback. Genghis Khan also maintained a well-organized espionage. Well-organized espionage. Espionage means use of spies. The spies എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ചാരന്മാരല്ലേ. He used the espionage, and then his main feature of the characteristics feature of his Mongol army was there no strong cavalry. Then another feature there was small cannons. Then he introduced the postal system. This was known as the courier. So the courier system of Genghis Khan was speedy and effective. He started this courier system by using the horse. So it was very speedy and effective. What was the name of postal system introduced by Genghis Khan? Courier. What was the main feature of this courier system? It was very speedy and effective. Then next empire was the Mali Empire. Look in the picture. We can see the Mali Empire. The Mali Empire was one of the famous empires of medieval Africa. Then the center of administration was in Mali in West Africa. Then observe the map and locate the areas that came under the Mali Empire. Then Kangan Musa, he was a famous ruler of medieval Africa, who was also known in Europe records as Mansa Musa. He was known as in another name or European records. What was his name? Mansa Musa. Who was known as Mansa Musa? Kangan Musa. And then Mali had huge treasures of gold, and hence it was a very wealthy region at that time. മാലി പ്രദേശത്തിൻ്റെ പ്രത്യേകത എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്തായിരുന്നു? ട്രഷേഴ്സ് ഓഫ് ഗോൾഡ് ആയിരുന്നു. ദെൻ Timbuktu in the empire of Mali was the most important cultural and commercial center of medieval Africa. Timbuktu in the empire of Mali. It was considered as the most important cultural and commercial center. സംസ്കാരപരമായിട്ടും വാണിജ്യപരമായിട്ടുമുള്ള ഒരു പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട നഗരമായിരുന്നു ഏതാണ്? ടിംബക്ടു. Then merchants from different places like Venice, Granada and Genova reached Timbuktu for marketing their merchandise such as gold and ivory. It was also a center of slave trade. എന്തായിരുന്നു? അടിമ കച്ചവടം നടത്തിയിരുന്ന ഒരു സ്ഥലം കൂടിയായിരുന്നു നമുക്ക് പറയാം. Then the University of Timbuktu was one of the important center of knowledge during that period. It was the center of knowledge, University of Timbuktu. The university attracted students from all parts of the world. Then another important feature of Mali Empire was its great mosque constructed by Kangan Musa at Timbuktu. Okay, it was a center of Islamic studies also. So today we learned about the three empires: Ottoman Empire, Mongol Empire, and Mali Empire. Then write the notes in your notebook. Okay, if you have any doubts, please call me. Okay, bye.